Let's cook palm nut soup or banga. As you can see, these are the ingredients that we're going to use for the cooking of this palm nut soup and banga soup. But before we proceed, let's have a background knowledge of what this soup is all about, the palm nut soup or the banga. Well, banga soup or the palm nut soup, it's when you extract pulp from palm nut. You know palm nut? Yes. It's a soup made from the palm fruit. This is common in the Cameroonian region, the Ghanaians, the Nigerians, and the Democratic Republic, of Congo, and Ivorian communities as well. So the soup is made from a palm cream or palm nut, based with stewed, marinated meats, smoked fish, dry meat, and of course, you can use it to eat food like fufu, omutuo, banku, fonio, or rice. So the use of the palm fruit in cooking is significant to the Ivorian and the Cameroon. So the first thing that we need to do is to boil the palm fruit. As you can see, our palm fruit is on fire. Yes, it's so hot right now. So we have to extract the pulp from the fruit itself, because it's the pulp that we're going to use to cook the banga soup and the palm nut fruit. So this is just a local way of producing or making the banga soup, because some people, they will extract the banga soup by washing it, they will pound it with mortar and pestle, and they will strain the palm fruit just to extract the juice. You'll see a similar way of doing this though locally in this video as you are watching. So some basic steps of extracting the juice, because it's the juice that we're going to use for this delicious soup. So you need to wash the palm fruit like I earlier did. You boil the palm fruit until it's softened, okay? Pound the palm fruit in a mortar until the shaft is created. But this time around, we had hot water. Then we're going to do it manually using our hand to rub the palm fruits until those juices are extracted. Okay, then we'll add warm water to the pounded fruit. We'll strain the juice with sieve. Then we'll transfer the juice to a clean container. You see the process as you are watching along in the video. You can also use a food processor to extract the banga, but this time around we are doing it locally. This is something that you can do, at your leisure at home, without the need of you going through those process of using mortar and pestle. So you can store your banga extract, in a container in the freezer. You still see what I'm talking about in the course of this video. If your banga soup is watery, you can cook it until it's thickened. But there are some stuff that you can add to your banga soup that will make it thick. We call it thickener. I'm still going to show you all in this video. You need to watch to the end, okay? There's this thickener we call Ashi2. It's you can purchase it in the market. So you can use the shaft from the palm kernel, for cooking as well. You need to know that any product of palm fruit or palm kernel tree or whichever way you call it, they have diverse use. Apart from the fact that we're making, soup from banga, a banga soup or from palm nut like this, you can use the extract to make other useful things. We extract broom from the palm fruit tree, we extract the seed like this, we turn it into amazing soup, banga soup, and even we get our broom from this tree. So many diverse use of this product. And of course the shaft that you can extract from this. The processing is ongoing right now. I'm trying to extract the juice from the pulp, from the seed. Earlier on we've added hot water to it to make it soften, and that is the reason why I'm able to mash it. You must have eaten so hard, because it's not something that is not that easy, so to say, for you to extract it. And of course you need to endure the heat because it's very hot, but you need to do it since we are doing this locally. This is why I told you the other time you can use fast method using mortar and pestle, but with this process you can make it happen at home. So continue watching the video and follow along with this process, and to the end of this video you will see amazing outcome of this processing of making banga soup at home. I also want you to know that while they are still hot, you can pound the palm in the fruit in mortar and pestle, but this time around I'm mashing it so that the flesh will be separated from the nuts. These in turn will form a smooth pulp as shown in the video. As you can see, I'm mashing it already and the pulp is forming gradually. Thereafter we are going to sort the nut from the pulp and we're going to set it aside. This separation will make the extraction process more efficient. So because the nut will not get in the way when we are washing the pulp, okay, then we will later on wash the nut with a small amount of warm or hot water, then we wash a small quantity of the pulp so that we'll be able to separate the shaft from the juice. Okay, then I'm adding hot water right now to make it more softened so that more juice will be extracted. Then later on we'll pour fresh water into the washing bowl just to rinse it so that we'll be able to make sure that all the juice were extracted. Then we'll leave the extracted palm fruit, we'll leave it to concentrate, to stand on its own. Then it will gradually, our banga soup is taking shape. One thing you need to note is that water should be used, sparingly during the extraction process so that all at the end your banga soup will not form a liquid or the soup will not be that watery. So just little of water, just to extract the juice. Watch along as I'm mashing it, because we're taking the local way, the manual way of extracting our juice. Reason why we are doing it this way, because if you don't have a mortar and pestle, this is the only way that you can use to extract your banga juice from the palm fruit. Watch along and to the end of this video. Now it's time to separate the juice from the shaft. As you can see, we are separating the juice. We have to fold it and extract the juice very well so that the shaft will be separated from the original juice. So this is where I'm separating the extracted juice. I'm trying to receive it because there are some residue. Those shaft residues might settle underneath the juice. So I have to painstakingly, extract and remove those shafts so that I won't be tasting shaft in my soup. So I'm extracting it into a separate bowl so that I will have a fine and clean banga juice. Here is the outcome of all my separated juice. I've separated the shaft, from the original juice. This is what we got, the banga soup. So now I'm preparing it for refrigeration. I want to put it inside the fridge before I finally, bring it out for final cooking. Watch to the end of this video. I'm cooking it. That is the next video that you'll be watching. How I'm cooking the banga soup, but before then, I'll have to refrigerate it to keep it inside the freezer so that it will be cool. Then later on, I'm going to cook it, but you're going to watch it right now after this. Wait and watch to the end of this video. Now I'm starting the proper cooking. Here I'm, cutting my vegetable. Do you know the name of this vegetable? Do you know the name of this vegetable? This is uzuza vegetable, and of course, you can use scent leaf together with uzuza, and there are some other vegetable that you can use as well. Though I'm not using curry leaf and some other banga ingredients in this video, but you have to make do with what you have. Can you see all of them? Catfish, oporoko, ẹja kíká, pọ̀nmọ́, all sort of assorted. I put it right into my pot. I'm starting the cooking proper right now. I added all my orishirishi, all my assorted, the meat, some fish extract. Yeah, I cook it, I let it simmer for a while. Now I'm adding the banga juice right inside my pot, okay, because everything has to simmer together. And I can feel the flavor right now. Who says a man cannot cook? This is me cooking banga soup for you right here. They say what a woman can do this time around when it's coming to kitchen, a man can do even better. As you can see right now, I'm adding my banga pulp. This one is more thicker than the other one because everything has to be mixed together to make a solid banga soup. I'm adding it right into my pot. I have to stir it so that the background ingredient will simmer together. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna steam it for a while and to allow every to intertwine. That grammar. So we'll be right back. Now I'm adding salt. Yes, I'm adding salt to all the juice. As you can see, the soup is cooking already. So add a little bit of salt, just some pinch. I'm adding maggi, we call it maggi seasoning. Yes, just to add life to the soup. Your soup is incomplete without adding those kind of ingredients. So I'm sparingly adding my cut catfish, those small catfish, dried one, just to add flavor to the soup. So you can see, and everything is coming out well. You need to be here to enjoy. You know how I'm adding, my pepper, grinded pepper. Just when you are cooking soup without pepper, I'm telling you, your soup is incomplete. So I have to like stir it a little while so that everything will simmer, will add up together. I can feel the aroma right now. There's some more ingredient I'm going to have. Everything has to be in stages, batch by batch. At the end of the day, we'll have an amazing banga soup. Watch the end of this video. This is an amazing soup for you to try. It's so tasty. This time around, I'm adding what do you call it? Locust beans. Yes, locust beans. So I'm trying to melt it and add it. It will add flavor to this soup at the end of the day. So this kind of flavor, the Igbo will call it ogiri, and I don't know the name you are calling it in your language, but the essence is to add a very delicious flavor to the soup. Ogiri, as the Igbo will call it. So I'm trying to melt it so that it will be mixed with the soup. Now, as you can see, then I'll have to stir it so that everything will work together. Here we are. I'm adding my catfish. Depending on the amount of catfish that you have available, so you can add up to like, I can't really tell depending on the volume of that soup. So I'm just adding the little catfish that I have, as you can see in the video, because catfish has this powerful of flavor. Apart from the fact that it's a very tasty fish, catfish, it will add a lot of flavor to this very soup. So as you can see, our banga soup is taking shape right now. You need to taste it. Bring your hand, let me give you a taste. Don't mind me, never mind. So our banga soup is taking shape. Now it's time to add our vegetable. I'm adding uzuza and scent leaves to this. Oh my goodness, this banga soup is out of this world, because this combination of uzuza and scent leaf will add an additional flavor, and of course a touch of vegetable in banga soup. This is another twist that you will never get from anywhere, because some people prefer to cook their banga soup ordinarily like that. But adding a twist of this vegetable onto it will make it lovely, a cargo, so to say, for a food like fufu, omituo, eba. And of course, can you eat banga soup with amala? Of course, banga soup can go with virtually any swallow food. Oh my goodness, as you can see, my banga soup is speaking English. Do you notice my banga soup is a little bit watery? Here is the day. I'm adding ashi to the soup. This ashi is a kind of thickener that if I add it to my banga soup, it will make my banga soup to be a little bit thickened. Okay, it's a kind of thickener that we can add to our food. Look at it. I'm adding the thickener. We call it ashi. You can get it in a local store. Just ask for ashi. Here we are. My banga soup is taking shape now. As you can see, it's much more thicker than what we have before. That is the power of our shape. So our journey of cooking delicious banga soup ends here. As you can see, you can use it to eat any sumptuous swallow meal, fufu, omituo, eba, any kind of. Let me know in the comment section if you are going to try this lovely delicious banga soup.